eternal sun. A few miles north of the Tropic of Desire.
Gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for waiting. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but I am here joining you once again on Shokunin September with my good friend RobCDee, the Twitch phenom, the Twitch partner, one of my former coworkers. So actually, what's funny is that Rob, me, and Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, all of us used to work together, and that's how we made this wonderful relationship. Rob, thank you for coming on today, my friend. How you doing?
Man. Doing well. Just finished my day.
Good
to be here.
Good. Always good to have you guys. Before we get started, listen. September 27th, Body Language Mastery is launching, gentlemen. Guys, there is an all new edition. A bonus edition that I have not even updated the website yet. But I'm telling you, if you guys are getting in right now on Q3, go to modernlifedating.com/body language. Scroll down. Click on this link right here. And then you are going to put your best email address in right here, because on Friday, September 27th, September 28th, September 29th, September 30th, and October 1st, these are the only 5 days for Q3 registration. After that, the price goes up to $597. And then after that, you cannot get in to this system, okay? The time is running out, so you need to act now. What do you get? You get a head-to-toe breakdown of all female body language that will allow you to know if she's sexually interested in you or not. 3 weeks of twice daily webinars for quarter 3 and quarter 4. And the new bonus is our man Roberto from quarter 2 actually did all of the editing for the Q&A sessions that we did for Body Language Mastery quarter 2. All of that is ready. I'm getting ready to upload that onto a separate login, and you will get access to that as well. It is over 40 hours of content, give or take. And you're not going to want to miss that. You get to access guys like me, Rollo Tomasi, Richard Cooper, Ryan Stone, Carl from BlackLabelLogic.com, Donovan Sharp, Ed Lattimore, Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, and we're adding so many more guest speakers. This is 3 weeks, twice a day, 4 hours per day for 3 weeks, gentlemen. The value there is monumental. And not only that, but you get access to a men's-only Facebook group that allows you to connect with top-tier men in this group. You're not going to want to miss out. All of that, it's going to be $497. I've been telling you guys since January 21st. When I started this thing, it was $297 quarter 1, $397 quarter 2. Now it's $497. This is the cheapest you'll ever be able to get it. And it's going to be $597 quarter 4. Don't wait till quarter 4 when that offer is, it's out the way. It's out the door. It's going to be gone. So get in now, the cheapest and best deal you can get. modernlifedating.com/body language. Today, we are going to talk about the path, less traveled. I mean, the road less traveled, shall we? I mean, look, for you guys, I know you guys aren't familiar, probably most of you guys aren't familiar, but with what's going on in Japan, but we worked at a pretty solid, like the equivalent of a Fortune 500 company here in Japan, and we both kind of independently walked away. Who quit first? Was it me or you?
Actually, we ended up leaving about maybe the same week.
Really?
I seem to remember that. I found out that you were leaving. It was independently, but I found out you were leaving. I was like, I guess he must be going back to the States or something. But yeah, it was my last week as well. I was like, dude, that was quick.
Really? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. I was just out, and I was just like, look, man, I'm not sticking around. I'm not dealing with this. I was just done. I mean, for me. So what it was is like we were working in the recruitment industry. I'm just gonna put it like this. I was in the what the hell did I just do? I was working in the medical device department. You were in the
IT.
IT, and what did you specialize in?
I was doing IT online IT consulting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you would get. Not sales and marketing. I was in sales and marketing area. You were like more of like the tech side, the hard skills.
Yep.
And how long were you at the company?
I was at that company from start of 2017. I joined the very start of 2017.
Oh, so we were pretty much. I mean, I joined in July. I got hired in May, but I joined in July.
I remember you had a couple of visa issues or something like that.
Just took a while. That's all.
Yeah, that's right. But so, I joined. I said to them, I've got a tech background, and I'm kind of keen to get in on that. So, I joined the IT consulting side. What up, Ro? Hey, Charlie. Good to see you, mate.
Let's say what's up to the chat real quick, then we're going to dive in a little bit more. We got 42 people in the house, guys. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for watching. Please smash that like, share this. Send it to your mom. Do what you got to do. We're going to have a couple drinks on screen. Or actually, just literally 2 drinks. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Otsukare-sama. But, let's see what's up to the chat real quick. Winston Wolf, what's up? He says zebra time. That's right, baby. I call myself the alpha zebra. I'm not wearing my zebra shirt today. Elijah says, you mean alpha zebra time, I believe. Tony asks, what's up? Cameron Sanchez, what's up, dude? Tommy B, what's up? Eric Von Weedle, what's up? Devaster One, what's up? Where the bitches at? They're in the streets of Tokyo, and they're not here. Ben, what's up, my man? All the way from Europe. Mr. Jackson, what's up? He says he's armed with coffee and on the way to work. Good stuff. Tony, what's up? Ivor, what's up? Christopher Wilson coming in from the Philippines. What's up, dude? Edgar coming in all the way from, I believe you're in Portugal right now, right? M. Garcia, Flowmaster, Man, Bood, Hot Hokey. Angelo, what up, Hot Dude Army? Just left the gym. Realized how blessed I am that I can curl more than 15 pounds. Charlie, what's up? Peter, what's up? Dan S, what's up? Got my pennies saved up for Q3. Good move, buddy. Adam C, what's up? Ryan Anwar, what's up? Zarces the Don, what's up? These might be your guys, some of your dudes.
Yeah.
Christian Soto, what's up? Atham, what's up? Ryan says, what happened to the beard? So I decided to get rid of the beard, but from this shave, I'm actually not going to shave until the end of until Halloween. I'm not going to shave until Halloween.
You might have to change your name. The Alpha Bear.
The Alpha Bear. Christian Gonzalez, what's up? Good to see you again, man. Cody, what's up? And we got Los Angeles over on... Oh, Stature Man, what's up, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. All you guys on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in Modern Life Dating. You can see me here, and we can get the full, you can see Rob. We can't really fit us both here on the screen here.
You're looking at some green screen as opposed to this Matrix thing.
Yeah, you don't have the full technical, experience, if you will, right? So yeah, guys. So yeah, man, Rob, welcome, dude. So
thanks.
Let's just talk a little bit about, my channel is about guys and stuff who pretty much don't walk the normie path, if you will. They kind, what I mean? They kind of make their own thing. And you did a pretty ballsy move. Like you quit a pretty big Fortune 500 company. And when you quit, like, what was your intentions? Like, what were you thinking?
I mean, I got pretty sick of doing the same thing, like grinding every day for them. I got kind of sick of just going to work, doing the same thing every day, going home and seeing all the results going to not me, basically.
Right.
And I was kind of tired of not having the flexibility, not having the freedom. There's a lot more risk and maybe pressure if you try to do your own thing or go out on a limb and try to make it on your own. But there's a lot more flexibility and freedom as well. And I think the sky's the limit. I can appreciate the guys who want the kind of safe route.
Yeah.
They want it just like the schedule every day. This is what you got to do.
Yeah.
This is what your next 10 or 15 years is going to look like. I can understand that if you don't want to take the risk, but
like Simon.
Simon, safest guy.
Well,
yeah, but it's not for me.
Yeah, for me, the really how can I say, the straw that broke the camel's back was when I had my big month, which was I made like $7 million in 1 month.
Yeah.
I was #1 consultant in the company. Not trying to brag or anything, but it was pretty nice.
Not trying to brag.
But when they're like, "Hey, you did a great job. We're gonna pay you less than 10% of this in 4 months."
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I'm better off like hustling Airbnbs and shit, like because at that time I was doing my Airbnb and I was making anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 extra net profit per month.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I was just like, I don't know, man. It was the same thing because like when you work in Japan, Japanese work style is pretty fucking insane.
Pretty brutal, yeah. They definitely value work over family.
For sure.
Anything, for that matter.
They are a work-driven nation, and for me, what happened was I read this book called Unscripted by M.J. DeMarco.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote the book called Millionaire Fastlane, but basically he's like, if you work in a corporation, you're gonna fucking ruin your life, and the book cut me to the core, and once I know something in my heart, I was like when I just know something's a bad deal, I was just like, I got to get the fuck out of here, and took my manager by surprise. The Italian stallion was pretty shocked that I wanted to quit.
How did you break it to him?
I just said, hey, I just need to talk to you. And I said, listen, man, this is not for me. And he
That's
was,
it?
yeah, and he's just like, holy shit. He's like, you're fucking quitting on me?
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, what? He's like, no, you can't quit. And this is like a guy, it's like the number 2 guy in the company. And then they had the whole, the whole campaign to like, you gotta stay. And they like, he pulled me into he's like, hey, I need to talk to you in this room.
Yeah.
The next day, and I was like, okay. And I went in there, and then Matt was in there.
Yeah.
Top dog Matt. And then he was like, hey, mate, I heard you want to quit. What's going on? He's like, listen, we'll promote you. We'll give you more money, whatever. And I was just like, I'm the alpha zebra, man. There's no price on this. there's no price on this freedom. And so, I just made my move, and like they tried to keep me. The other Matt from New York also pulled me aside. It was funny, is like they all told me, like, dude, they're like, listen, man, this is a really bad idea what you're doing, dude. Like, you got a great job, you're going down a good path, and you're gonna be in financial ruin, and like, this is a great opportunity, once in a lifetime. This is a great company. I was like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna bet on myself. And yeah, man, and then it worked out really well, and it's very, how can I say? It's very it's a ballsy move, How many people had to come to Jesus, talk with you like, hey, you shouldn't do this, or you're married, so what did your wife say first and foremost?
I framed it a little bit differently.
Okay.
I was like, there's better opportunity for me in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, okay. They said to me, are you sure you want to do this? You've got a good quarter coming up. Do you want to, reconsider after a little time? I said, look, this is probably going to be too slow, my career progression, so that I can do more in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And then they accepted that. And then, like you said, when I spoke to my wife, she was pretty, she wasn't sure. I mean, she's she's more risk adverse than I am.
Most women typically are.
But I was, she had confidence in me.
Yeah. Hey, and I've seen your wife on Twitch and stuff. She seems like pretty
She's cool.
She seems pretty cool. I can see why you stuck with her. And for you guys, obviously I had my little stint on Twitch. You can check out Rob here. If you go to twitch.tv/RobCDee, you can see him. Rob you can see the purple check mark here. He's actually a Twitch partner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that feel? I don't know what that feels like.
Up here with the big boys. Tokyo Game Show, right, is this weekend.
Uh-huh.
There's a Twitch booth.
Yeah.
Only partners.
Really?
Yep.
Are you going to go?
Yeah, well.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can I come with you?
Yeah, you can watch from the outside.
Ah!
If there's a YouTube booth,
I'll wait for I am a YouTube partner, but yeah, he's got 8,400 subscribers. So for you guys that know, like, if you ever want to like just see stuff that's like the highlights, if you just click here on clips, he's got a really cool highlight, his all-time highlight here. Check this out. He is fishing with his pal here.
What? Did you?
His buddy just scooped up a fish with his bare hands, and he caught it
Oh man!
live. That is absolutely hilarious. This guy
hilarious.
looks like a wild child. Who's this guy?
I was on camera. I think so.
Kid.
Oh, he's Nara?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this one more time. He's catching the fish with his bare hands, going back to his primal roots. Did you eat that fish or just let it go?
Let's do it.
You just
Okay.
by your
You
head.
don't eat that? Okay. I don't know. I'm not a fisherman here. In the great land of Tokyo. But yeah, you guys can check him out here. So we're just I want to talk a little bit more about this. So,
Yeah.
you typically don't live a very, I would say, traditional life. Like, even compared to like, I mean, what did people in Australia say? Like, or you're like, oh, like, why did you even want to come to Japan? What was that all about?
In the beginning?
Yeah.
Dude, I was working for a company and one of my coworkers said, hey, I'm living in Japan. If you want to come and stay for free, come along.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. I was like, that's a good opportunity.
How old were you when you came here?
How old was I? It was 2013. So I was 26, 25.
Wow, I came in 20 at the end of 2012, November 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that the first time you came?
Yeah, I lived in Saitama.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, where did you live?
I was down in here in Tokyo.
In Tokyo?
Saitama, man.
Saitama, baby.
Bowling.
Paul, just the Kawagoe nightmare. That was me, man.
Yeah.
but so what happened? So you came here.
Yeah, I came here. I loved it. I was like, this is way better than Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed. Yeah, and
where did you work initially?
Yeah, I when I first came, I was doing English teaching.
Where did you work? Which one?
And one of the eikaiwas.
I worked at Nova.
Did you?
Where'd you work at?
Yeah, an eikaiwa.
Which one?
One of the ones that's not online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not one of the big ones, just like a smaller one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They let me set my own hours and everything, so it's pretty chill, and they let me have a lot of flexibility too.
Mm-hmm.
I could actually literally choose the hours that I wanted to work, which is pretty nice. Yeah, and so during that time, I spent a lot of time traveling.
In Japan or in
Japan,
Asia?
yeah. In Japan to begin with.
Okay.
So I went up and down all around, did the tour, and decided to settle here and get a kind of real job after that. And you know, I was from a
real job.
Yeah. I was from a career background, so I was like, I guess that's what you do. So I that's when I started to go back into the corporate life, but it was tough, man, going from that real flexibility.
So you went from English teaching into recruiting.
Yeah, into IT, yeah. And I was, after I experienced that flexibility and freedom with English teaching, I was kind of running my own client base, running my own, not sales, but pitching my own skills, software, and hardware materials. I thought, dude, this is way better. This suits me much more. Yeah, I was loving it. Dude, you guys, flexibility is king.
Yeah. It really is. There's like my goal last year, 2018 was a nightmare year for me. It was so fucking hard.
I remember.
It was so fucking bad, man. Like it was so tough. But in 2018, I just said to myself, like, here's the deal. I just want this out of life.
Right.
I want to sleep when I want to sleep, and I want to wake up when I want to wake up.
Right.
I said if I can have that, I'm light years ahead of the world.
Yeah.
And I have that now. I'm lucky enough to do it. And so let me ask you this: going back to your Twitch, like how the hell did you why Twitch? Why streaming? Like you're a monster. You were at Mount Fuji the other day, right?
Yeah, down in Kawaguchiko.
Yeah, you and your wife went down to Mount Fuji.
Little trip.
How was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. We went on a Monday, and how many people can do that?
It's great. It's fucking great, isn't it?
Yeah. I love it. That's why I'm kind of keen to stick at it.
Is she working right now?
No, she's on a tourist visa.
Oh, that's great. And she's not working out, just chilling, housewife status?
Yeah.
That's straight. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Laundry's probably done. Yeah, no, really, my philosophy on life and stuff is that, I personally believe that we got one shot. I think,
one opportunity.
After this, when you're dead, you're dead. Like, it's over. It's like, you're in the dirt.
My theory is, you're always going to think about the chances you didn't take.
Yeah.
You're not going to regret. Even if you fail, you're not going to regret.
Yeah. You only regret what you don't do, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
For me, if I sometimes I see a really hot girl in the station, I'm like, fuck, I should have talked to her. And then I didn't. I laying in my bed and fuck, I better get on Tinder or something. But yeah, man, it's like freedom is really the thing. So it's like, what in your mind? Because it's kind of like if you were just talk to the average person, here you are, cush office job, corner building, beautiful brand new Osaki office, unlimited expense account.
No, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You had the nice business card that you can just throw it on, and every Japanese person's like, "Oh my God, you work at Recruit? Like, you dirty gaijin, how did you get that job?" And what made you just be like,
well, I just saw,
fuck this, I'm gonna become a Twitch guy?
Yeah, I just saw. I met a guy. He's pretty successful on Twitch.
Jake?
Not Jake. Reckful. Do you know that guy?
I don't know him.
Yeah, he's one of the OG. I'm pretty sure some of your guys would know him. He's been around since forever.
Reckful?
Reckful,
How do you
yeah.
spell it?
RECKFUL.
R-E-
Like reckless, but Reckful.
Without the W, or with the W?
No, no W. Reckful. FULL.
Okay, because reckless, isn't that with a W? No, I'm thinking train wrecks. Reckful.
wrecks,
Okay,
yeah.
so Reckful, you met him here?
Yep. And
How many followers does he have?
1 million, maybe? I don't know.
1 million?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How many subscribers does he have?
Who knows?
Probably like at least 1,000, right?
Oh, dude. Yeah. If I had to guess, he would probably have, I don't know, 6K, 7K.
So for you guys that are watching, so what it is like in Twitch, if you have a follower, that just means like that's a follower on Twitch is the equivalent
Of a sub on YouTube.
of a subscriber on YouTube. However, on Twitch, when you're a subscriber, basically somebody agrees to give you $5 a month, and from that you get $2.50 or more. So you can do the math in your head. He has about 6,000 subscribers, or he has 1 million followers. So, it's kind of like, it's a sales funnel. So he has 1 million people. Let's say worst case scenario, he has 6,000 subscribers. So 6,000 times $2.50 is like well over 12 grand a month.
Right.
Is it paid out to you monthly?
It's paid out to you monthly. They have other forms of revenue as well. Yeah. So it's kind of rough, but you can estimate there's donations and bits as well on Twitch. So
Right. And then bounties as well too, right?
yeah, that's if you're playing games, sure. Yeah, and then there's what was that, sponsorships, and then incentives from companies, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Wow. So he's probably making at least, I would say conservatively $20,000 a month.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I would ballpark it at least 15 grand, right? And how old is this guy?
He's 20, no, maybe just turned 30.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's straight.
Yeah.
15 grand, 30. You're playing. Is he play games or is he IRL?
He does whatever he wants.
Wow.
He's been around for ages.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a really nice guy. And so I met him. He came here randomly after. So he got invited to a tournament over in Europe. On the way back, he's like, I'll just come to Japan. Mm-hmm. Decided to stream it. I met him there.
Were you a streamer at this time or no?
No, I didn't know about IRL or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I met him. I had dinner with him once, and we were streaming at the time. And afterwards, he was like, yeah, it's really fun, right? Try it out. And we caught up a bunch of times. We made a kind of long-term friendship. And he gave me a bit of advice and encouragement and that kind of stuff. So I was like, it's time to do it.
Yeah. And when was that?
So I started messing around. When was that? Like maybe March in 2018. When did we quit?
I quit in 2018.
Yeah. I started messing around like March 2018.
Wow.
And
Really?
Yeah, so I decided to take the jump. We left in May? I can't remember.
I left in March.
Oh, you left then?
I left like March. I left right after the Hawaii trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me, Rob, and Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, all of us were in Hawaii, getting wild in the hotel room and just
Business trip.
yeah. It was it was basically so we basically what happened was the company hit the target, so we got an all expense paid trip to Hawaii. The only downside was we were with our fucking coworkers, so I had to look at these idiots and their stupid faces. But it was good. Rob and Charlie got to see me pass out in my own filth of eating cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory and just passing out.
Guys, you should see this guy on a trip.
Oh man, I was wild as fuck. I told everybody, I was like, listen, I'm getting crazy. Like, just if you guys didn't even at Hot Dude Con, I was very tame. But the guys who are privileged enough to see me go wild, it's
Hot Dude Con, yeah.
It's definitely amazing.
You have to do a next level. You have to be like, what is that? Hot Dude World Tour.
Dude, so
2 or 3 grand buy-in, send everyone to Hawaii.
So we're working on that. We're actually going to do Hot Dude Con Wyoming in this December. You should come.
All right.
Yeah. So we had that whole incentive trip, and then because I remember you went on your incentive trip, your team, and you said you were streaming.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's about when I started. Yeah.
Oh
With
wow.
my colleague. Some of the real OG guys from my channel would know. It was super early on. I streamed. We were in Thailand.
Yeah.
We had a private villa
Mhm.
with a pool and everything. Yeah, it was pretty good, and yeah, I was like, oh, people are interested in this, and it could work, and it's like a lot more fun and rewarding than working in this than grinding away for someone else. So.
Yeah. That's pretty, and that's pretty impressive. Again, like you have 8,451 followers, and that's less than a year. I mean, that's a little over. We're a year and some change right now, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, I gotta say.
You do what you got to do, I guess.
So, when was the moment, like when you were in work or whatever,
And I was done.
and you were just like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Yeah.
What was the moment that, like, because it had to have been building up?
Okay.
I was building up from January,
Yeah.
and then after the trip, I went to Hawaii in March. Then I read that book, and I was just like, you know what? For me, the big thing for me was I made the company $70,000, and they only gave me $6,500, and I was like, this is less than 10%.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck am I making rich?
Yeah.
And I don't like it. And if I thought my rationale was like, okay, here I am, and I only had 3 months of training in that department
Sure.
too, and so I was like, if I can make 70 grand
By yourself.
by myself
Yeah.
for another company with 3 months of training, I was like, what can I do
Yeah.
on my own endeavor? So I said, could I live off of 70 grand a year? I was like, for sure.
You could get by, sure.
You could get by very well on 70 grand.
In Tokyo, sure.
And so I said to myself, I'm going to give this a shot. But I knew when I quit, I was like, I've got to fucking make this work.
Yeah.
I've talked all this shit. Like, I've got to fucking make this work
Burned
now.
all the bridges.
I had no turning back from there.
Yeah.
So
I remember, we met up, right? When I came back to... So we went back to Australia, my wife and I, and we established a little business there.
What did you do? What did you do?
It's an online transformation, digital transformation.
Transformation what?
Digital transformation is where you take someone's crappy online presence and make it good.
Whose idea is that? Tracy's?
No, that's mine. That's what I was doing a long time before I came to Japan.
Oh,
And,
okay.
so my guy, I got a guy on the ground back there.
Mhm.
Yeah, he basically started, or at least wanted to do something like that, and he's specialized in events. So he was good with marketing and getting along with people and sorting everything out. But he actually didn't have the business know-how. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we set up that over the past last year.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, I came back in September.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we met up for breakfast in KFC, remember?
I remember that.
Breakfast at KFC.
That was very
Breakfast
nice of
at
you.
Champions.
That was very nice of you. Actually, so I at this time, I had not... This is when I was considering streaming, guys. And I had met with Rob last year, this time in September. And I was like, he showed me all his tech breakdown. He has like this whole, what's that stick called?
Gimbal?
The gimbal and his Samsung and everything and like how to become a Twitch streamer. And he showed me exactly what he was doing. And I was like, there's something to this streaming thing. I just knew that there was something.
That was before you got like any traction, right? That was like...
I was just a YouTuber at that time, and I
Yeah.
probably had like 600 subscribers.
Yeah, definitely no Rolex.
No Rolex, no gold chain, nothing like that. And then this year, January 1st.
Yeah.
January 21st is when I launched this show, Interview with a Man.
Yeah.
And now I'm here interviewing a man, which is you. And things have worked out pretty well so far. I'm lucky, blessed, and it's all about just... Another thing, I will say this.
Yeah.
That our job was pretty dirty work. I don't know, dirty, but it wasn't helping people. And like in my philosophy is like in life, one of the best things you can do is help other people.
Yeah.
And the more you help, the more you're financially rewarded. And you know, like we had that, like, you know, people are just like, I don't know, we're just like I just didn't like having to force people like, oh, you should change jobs, you should do this.
Sure.
Like fucking up some people's lives, and some people took pride about like fucking up people's lives, like, oh, fuck this guy's
really well. Yeah.
I fucked this guy's life up, and then I got all this money for it, ha ha ha, and I was just like,
sure.
I'm just not like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can do this is it's far better. You know, I think escaping the 9 to 5, it's really a bad deal for me. Like 8 hours of my day plus the time to get ready, and plus the time after work when you're like, you know.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like I was saying before, it suits the people that don't want risk, and maybe they don't have the, like, you're kind of a loose cannon, right? You don't
super loose.
You don't need people to hold you back.
Nope. I'm all guns blazing, 24 hours, 365. So, you know, I was a wild child in the office too. Like I'm not cut out for the office life. Like I can't really, like, you know, censor myself and pretend to be like, oh, hey Bob, how was your weekend? Like,
how are you going?
Are you gonna join our bowling team for the charity? Like, I'm just like, fuck this, dude. If I have time off, I want to be like hanging out or banging some broads. Like,
and it's really
for me personally. Yeah, you're married, I know.
So that's like when you get to a point where all the things you're doing, all the things you're working for is working towards building your brand or working towards some goal that you set for yourself.
Yeah.
It feels way more motivating, way better, and you actually feel like, hey, this is actually going something long term that I'm going to stay with. It's my brand. I'm trying to build it. I've got this idea. I've got this business that I want to be successful. So every step I take is going towards that.
Yeah.
It feels so much more rewarding.
Yeah, and so you quit our past job, and then you had to move back to Australia in order to situate your wife's visa, because your wife is actually a Chinese woman.
Yeah. She's been living here in Japan for 11 years, so that's a fair amount of time. But
is she same age as you?
She's a bit younger than me.
Good.
Yeah. So
how old is she?
She's a bit younger than me.
How old?
She's 28.
Oh, so 28 is mine too. Good.
Yeah, so
good job scoring a young one. That's good.
You
You don't want some old lady following you around for the rest of your life.
Dude. Anyway, so yeah, we went back to Australia to set up the
visa.
business. Yeah, and the visa.
Right.
The business and the visa. And dude, it's hella expensive. If you want to become an Australian citizen for some reason, you got to pay like upfront $7,000, wait 3 years.
7 Aussie or US?
Aussie.
Okay.
So like $2.50 US. That's all you're gonna say, yeah.
One Twitch subscription.
Yeah, but it takes 3 years. It's a hell of a way. We've done like the first half. Mm-hmm. We just got a bridging visa, so we got back here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now, so after we set up the business there, after Tracy's got her visa, we've come back here to do this kind of, or get more set up with this Twitch thing.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And I really got to say that, like, you know, I did the same thing last year. Like, I had, you know, I don't know if you know, but I was like, so I quit our past job.
Yeah.
And then I got a job as an elementary school teacher during the daytime.
Yeah.
And then at nighttime, I worked at Sesame Street.
Sesame Street?
Sesame Street, teaching English with Elmo and Big Bird.
I just imagine you would be a good Big Bird.
Dude, I am an amazing teacher. No, it was all interactive, but okay. And it's great with kids because, like, I'm just as dumb as them. Like, in regards to, like,
English now.
Lackadaisical, you know, I don't care. Sure. I'm just like, hey, you want to study this shit? No, like, and I have a good amount of discipline that I instill in these kids as well too. But the reality is, I grinded literally day and night to make this happen, and you did the same thing. I think you were even like doing Uber Eats at one point, right?
Yeah, over in Australia. I was setting up for coming here, making this a real shot and getting going, but I was doing working landscaping, doing Uber Eats, doing the online business, and setting up Twitch as well. Yep,
I love it. I respect the shit out of that. I mean, and you what's funny, what's great is like your Twitch, like so when Rob was in Australia, what he did was he took a metal detector and he just went to the beaches and he was just searching for stuff every day. But the fact is, like, you know, the fact is that if I respect the fact that you worked so hard to get back here, and now you're still working hard to really make Twitch your full-time income.
But you gotta, I mean, if you're gonna set up your own thing, you gotta do what it takes, right?
Right.
I think the idea of the goal of having something where you have the flexibility and the freedom doesn't come easily, right? Otherwise, everyone would do it.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
So
No, it was a one hell of a fucking grind to get here, indeed.
but you've kicked ass pretty well, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I high five?
Yeah, come on.
And a lot of people doubted me, and I tell you what,
You doubted yourself too at the start. Come on.
I did. I definitely did. I was like,
I don't know any entrepreneur who's been like totally confident the whole way.
oh no, you should check out my personal therapist. You can find him at cultivatecrypto.com. Charlie knows all of my fucking all my like doubting myself, and I was like, is this gonna work? Oh my god,
Yeah.
But it's been very blessed, very fortunate to do this. Now, given your situation now,
Yeah.
making a little bit off of Twitch, working your part-time job here as well, tell me two things. One, do you regret it?
Absolutely not. Even if it fails in the next year or 2 years, yeah, absolutely worth it.
Why?
It's such an amazing experience trying to do your own thing, trying to work hard for what you want to do. It's absolutely key. I think it's like an opportunity that you could have had but didn't have. I don't want to have that feeling.
Do you have an actual goal in mind, like a financial goal or whatever?
I mean, I've got targets that I've set for myself, and I've got set amount of time to do those kind of things, and I'm pretty honest with my board of advisors, if you will, like people close to me that I'm talking about this kind of stuff, getting advice from.
Is Jake and Bake Live one of them?
He's not one of them.
Oh, you need to get him on the roster. You guys both got the Chinese girlfriends. I mean, so you can work it out.
Yeah.
Use that Chinese connection.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
He's doing pretty well. He's probably making like 30, 50 grand a month.
Dude.
He's doing really well.
Yeah. He's probably doing pretty well. He's got to move more into kind of sponsorships, I reckon.
Yeah.
To take it to the next level, and I think he's starting to do that. Reach out to people. Like he does IRL, which is still pretty niche, but you can cover a lot of events, especially in the.
And IRL, for you guys that are watching, IRL means in real life, and that means you have like your streaming gear and you walk around in real life and like showing off what's going on with you.
Yeah.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how angry do you get when you see like just some newcomer thought like blow up like that, and she's like probably a 6 out of 10? Like, how does that piss you off?
Okay, so
that enrages me.
So there's a lot of how do I say this? I feel like that I feel like people can be part of a community because they are actually a part of a community. I get really triggered when people pretend to be part of a community or part of a certain area or genre that are kind of more like faking it, and it seems pretty obvious to me. Mm-hmm. And transparency is good. So
transparency is huge these days.
Yeah,
it's absolutely.
People are getting pretty good at picking up on bullshit.
You cannot bullshit the internet. That is the dumbest thing you could ever try to do.
So it triggers me a fair bit when I see someone just doing it, not because they love it, but because they're just trying to scam people or make money or whatever.
Like how so? Give me an example. Like when a girl's like, "Oh, I'm totally a gamer," and she's like, "Oh, I'm totally a gamer." She's like playing like this.
Yeah, that's gotta be one of my triggers. Yeah, something like that. When people, and then if there's a bunch of people who are willing to donate to that kind of thing, you may be sitting like this the whole time, with whatever clothes on, then that I mean, people got to wake up, right?
Hopefully. Some people are willfully ignorant. And for you guys watching real quick, so any of you guys that have questions in the chat, excuse me, and you guys have questions in the chat for Rob and like just, basically, I really respect Rob because at the end of the day, he said, fuck the world, I'm going for my dreams. And I mean, he did. I mean, and let's be honest, like what percentage do you think of humanity does that? Maybe 5%?
Actually, I'm kind of curious about this because it's our generation's thing, right? last generation, maybe 2 generations ago, our grandparents, they got one job, they stuck at it for the whole life. 40, 50 years in the same job.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. You get up, you go to work, you come home, you spend time with your family.
Right.
Our parents, you change your job, 5, 6, 7 times. But our generation, we have so much choice.
Yeah.
There's so much opportunity. I think that's what's causing a ton of people to be kind of paralyzed and do nothing because they have too much choice. They don't know. They don't want to make the wrong choice. They got like 50 opportunities in front of them.
Yeah, that's the scientific fact. Actually,
Scientific.
No, there's actually this. No, I'll tell you something. There's this book. I forgot the name of the book it is, but I read it.
Yeah.
They had 2 stations in a supermarket, right?
Yeah.
And they had these jellies.
Yeah.
And there was one station with 9 jellies.
Yeah.
And there was one station with 18 jellies.
Right.
And so what happened was the people who had 18 choices,
Yeah.
what they did was they sampled more.
Yeah.
They sampled more, right? But they didn't buy as much.
Yeah, you're right.
But the people who had 9 jellies, they sampled, and the conversion rate was astronomically higher on the 9 ones. So that's a very solid point you've made there.
And restaurants make the same problem as well. They have like a menu that's 10 pages long, 500 choices. People are like, what do I choose? If you got a choice of maybe 5 things, it becomes clear. So having too much opportunity, too many choices, can actually be paralyzing.
I think that's what's happened with chicks right now because the internet has like made, I mean,
too many hot dudes.
Well,
The hot dude army is growing.
Definitely not enough hot dudes, but like I'm just saying, like, I mean, you're in the internet game like you see, I mean, you've seen White Knight patheticness at its peak. Let's be honest here, right? And I mean, I think that's what's happening. Like all these girls, they have like a million choices, if you will, and they, maybe they go on a date, maybe they sleep around a lot, but at the end of the day, they just end up having like 50 cats. So I think that's a big part of like we are so bombarded with choice that people are. I don't know. Do you think people are afraid to commit or whatever?
I think the problem is you don't want to make the wrong choice, so you don't make any choice, which is
the worst choice.
Yeah, right. So you don't know which is you can't like compare all these things. You can't say this is clearly the best. I'm gonna go for it. So you just don't make any choice out of fear of making the wrong one, and then like you said, it's the worst choice.
It's absolutely terrible. I mean, and the reality is you just have to believe. As Disney as this sounds, you have to like believe in yourself. You have to, because if you don't believe in yourself, like nothing is gonna happen, no matter what. So again, if you guys have any questions for Rob about just being your own man and going down your own path, going to Tokyo, whatever, let me know. Am I taking calls? I can if you want to call in, I can fire up the phone lines. Let me fire up the phone lines here. I'll do it.
This is some pretty good technology. I love it.
Thank you so much. We can fire up the phone lines here. 1 second. I'll make it happen. We got to let me slap on these things real quick here. So Rob, why don't you just talk to them in the meantime? I mean, you're a professional streamer. You got this.
Yeah. This whole setup you got is pretty sick, guys. He's got some pretty good production value. I don't know if you've seen him on a Raj Patel show.
The greatest performance ever.
You got roasted, dude. They not in a bad way, but they put you through the fire.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, like because he's all PG Patel now.
Yeah, but people are pretty kind of triggered by him for being a little bit sensitive to you. So.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I made it on Livestream Fails within 2 weeks of giving this Twitch thing a run.
Welcome.
It wasn't your channel, unfortunately. But,
please enter your host pin when
had a pretty good
finished.
chat
Press
after
the
that,
pound
also.
key.
And I still got, I got a couple people who have been hitting me up on like Instagram and YouTube. And they're like, "Hey, dude, I saw you on Raj Patel."
Press 1 to hear important.
Your show is scheduled to start in 17 seconds.
I'm loving it. I'm really impressed with what you've done here anyway. So
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Guys,
Your
so
show will
the
go
phone
live
lines
in
are
5
open
seconds.
if you want to
4,
call in
3, 2,
and
1.
talk to. If you want to call in and ask a question to me
Blog
or Rob
Talk
here,
Radio.
the phone number is on the screen: 657-383-1318. Call in right now. You can ask a question to me or Rob about, just like taking the path less just traveled. I gotta say it's a very. I know you're gonna be successful because I think a big part of it is. It's anything that you want in life is just two parts to it. It's persistence and discipline.
I've got a different way of saying that, but I kind of agree.
What's your way?
Hard work, doing it for a long time,
yeah,
and being smart.
Yeah. And you got all those covered as well. So
thank you.
That's good. So what's your let's just
My
say
day-to-day?
What? No, well, you can talk your day to day too,
No.
but I want to know financially speaking, what's your goal monthly? What's I've made it.
So
for me, $10,000 a month consistently, $120,000 a year. For me personally, net profit.
Yeah.
10 G's a month is pretty.
Fine. Well,
pretty kosher.
I break it down into, I can keep doing this. I'm living comfortably. I'm living like a king. But so
where do you want to be?
Yeah. All of them. What do you mean?
You want to be king status?
Yeah, who doesn't?
And define king,
So if you have something you want to do and you don't need to worry about how much it costs, right?
Okay. So you're trying to eat caviar every day or what?
Yeah, why not?
Really?
I don't like caviar, but
no, I'm being serious. For me, for me, a home run is can I go to Outback and have a steak and lobster and not even worry about it?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? So I think for me, more importantly than money anyway, is having the freedom. If I can keep living and being free or have this chance to speak to people, to interact with people, to bring, one thing I really love about Twitch is that, and I've been there as well, in the past, you go through some pretty rough times because the world throws a bunch of shit at you.
Yeah.
And if you got something you can depend on or rely on, it can help get you through. So I don't know how many of your guys have been through this kind of thing, but having that kind of dependability or that position where I can help someone get through that kind of thing would be really cool. And if I can keep doing that, if I can keep making people laugh or making people feel like, hey, there's the world's not full of shit. Yeah. That's kind of the goal, I guess. That sounds pretty lofty.
I think it's very sincere. I really do. Christian Soto says, how does Rob decide on what to stream?
Yeah, that's a good question. So a lot of streams on Twitch and YouTube, they stream only games, right? So they have a set thing they want to do, but IRL is a bit different. I'm trying to set up a schedule where I've got a routine of going out to, showing different parts of Tokyo, talking to people, meeting people. I've got a system set up where people can get, if you spend a bit of time watching my channel, you get some points on my channel. You can spend it to speak to people, right? I got a little sound bite saying hello, what are you doing? You're cute, you're cool. Yeah, cool. That kind of thing. Yeah. So this is one of the things I'm doing. I'm trying to show unique parts of Japan, unique parts of Tokyo that haven't been seen that much.
Did you go to the Penis Festival?
I would love to. That'd be hilarious.
I think that would be. I want a live stream. I've done a couple IRLs myself, but
yeah, but you couldn't do that on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Even though it's culturally.
Yeah, right. That's the argument. But even people working at Twitch weren't gonna go there.
Well, who's the real racist here, huh?
Yeah.
We got 2 callers on the line as well. Listen, 405, you're next, but we're gonna take the international caller first. We got one calling in here. Caller, you're on the air. What is going on?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, who's this?
My name is Mike.
Mike, what's up?
Not much, man. Good morning to you, or good night. I was researching going to Japan for, it's about a month now, and I'm having problems with the language and stuff, the hiragana, the katakana. Mm-hmm. How did you start out? I'm really curious.
So Mike here is having trouble with hiragana, katakana, and he's worrying about coming to Japan. I would say, Mike, to be honest, Rob, did you know any Japanese when you came here?
Yeah.
I knew. You did?
Yeah.
I knew fuck all, mate. But I will say, I learned hiragana and katakana within 5 days on an application on the iPhone called Kana Card. It shows you the symbol on the front, and then you swipe down, and it flips over, and you see the English phonetic on the back. And within 5 days of me just being on the train studying it, and then comparing with real life, I was able to do it. But I mean,
do yourself a favor and don't worry about it. The only thing you need is katakana, because that's the words that you would already know. You would already know, like beer or school or whatever.
The important stuff.
Yeah.
The borrowed word.
Yeah, computer, anything like that. Because hiragana is all the Japanese. Well, yeah. Anyway, just worry about katakana.
That's what I would say.
I just want to walk around and piss off everybody I meet.
No, Japanese people are so hard to piss off. So, you want to ask Rob a question?
I'm not going to ask you guys about money making and all that shit. I got my thing. I'm pretty okay with that. Actually, the only thing is the Airbnb. I've been researching a lot of that to go stay there. It's pretty cheap for a month, actually. Really, aside from asking the language, I really don't have much to ask you, man. I've been doing my homework.
Well, yeah, the Airbnbs to get here are pretty cheap, and so what I would say is like the reality is, dude, you just need to take the jump and make it out here. That's what I would say.
Yeah, do it.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you, Mike?
Mike, how old are you?
I'm 41.
41. Listen, dude, just do it.
Dude, yeah. Times are going.
Time's are wasted, brother. Come on down, have a beer with me and Rob, man.
Yeah.
I'll take you up on that, actually. I'm coming down, I think, in May. So, yeah, I will actually take you up on that.
Do it, man. I mean, Jimmy came here from London to see me. Our buddy Benjamin from Boston actually touched down today, and I'll be hanging out with him soon. A lot of people are coming out here. Rob has people coming through as well, man. I think it's definitely you just need to do it, man. You just need to do it.
That's the thing, right?
No, you're absolutely right, man.
Once you get over the hurdle of actually getting on the plane, then you realize, dude, I should have done this a lot earlier.
Yeah, I think it's a big commitment in your head, but once you're there, I mean, once you're on the plane, you're like, fuck it, I'm doing it, and then you're far more resilient than you realize.
Oh, that's not a problem. I traveled like all over North America. The culture thing is I just want to go there, get fucking wasted, and eat, and go to Toyama and see some stuff.
Yeah, come here, get wasted and eating. That's a good plan. I think that's definitely.
Golden Guy is your friend.
Golden Guys, dude, come down, bro. Just come down, Mike, and we got you, brother. Listen, I'm gonna take the next caller. What's that?
Yeah, man, be good. I'm holding you guys to that, and you guys be good. Take care.
Thank you so much, Mike. Have a good one. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna switch this I'm gonna see if I can put it through my monitor.
It's got speakers, that thing?
It does have some speakers. They're pretty crappy, but...
Dude, guys, you should see this monitor he's got going on.
It's pretty baller, right? It's 144 hertz, baby.
It's a curved screen.
Let's see. Okay. All right. All right, 405, you're on the air.
Hey, MLD, it's Elijah.
It's hella quiet. Is that still coming through?
Can you hear? 1 second, 405.
I was wondering, what's the...
405, can you hear us? Oh. All right, hold on 1 second. No, this didn't work. 1 second, hold on. All right. Oh. 405, you there? Who's this? Hey, who? Elijah, what's up? I'm gonna give the headphones to Rob. Talk to him. This is Elijah. He's calling all the way from the United States, Oklahoma.
Good day, mate. So you're talking about IRL streaming or PC streaming? Okay, so the mental state, that's a pretty good question. It's kind of like you're a mix between a radio host and a scout for a sports game, right? You gotta have a good eye or a decent eye to find out something that might be worth watching, worth watching, and then you've got to know, how to hold a conversation with kind of yourself, especially when you're starting out. You've got nobody talking to, so. The thing that, if you want to try it out, just get your phone and get a Twitch app or Stream Elements or Streamlabs, and and then just try streaming to nobody and commentate your life, basically.
That's so terrible.
Yeah, the technology is pretty basic. Yeah. No. To get started, you can do it. Like you can use a selfie stick on your phone. Yeah. It's pretty fun as well. Like if you've got a couple of people that you know that that might be interested in watching, like friends or family members, just to get you started. Yeah, just try showing them around some of the places in your hometown or something like that. It's a lot of fun, and that's what really got me into it. It's surprisingly fun to do stuff with people, and they, some people can't or don't get out for whatever reason. I know a lot of people who'd love to come to Japan but can't because they've got family or they've got financial commitments elsewhere or whatever. But they can ask me in real time about like what they want to see, what they want to do, or things they're interested in, and you can chat with them about that. It's really fun. No worries, mate. Good luck.
All right.
I'll pass you back.
All right.
You guys couldn't hear.
Elijah, thanks for calling in, buddy. You have a good day, all right? Peace out, buddy. Yeah, so go ahead and summarize that. Elijah called in.
Yeah, he asked what kind of personality or mental state do you need to have, and what equipment do you need to have for streaming?
Endurance mental state, I would say.
Yeah. No, it's all good. You just need to. It's basically like I know. Or let me reverse the question into what happened after I started streaming. After I started streaming, I started subconsciously
Crying.
Yeah. What am I doing? No. I started commentating my life.
Yeah.
Because you just got to be really verbal about what you're doing. I think a lot of people watch Twitch because they want that kind of background noise. It's like a lot of people watch TV. They just put the TV on. They don't even watch it when they're falling asleep or when they're at home alone. Yeah, a lot of people would put on the TV just to have some noise.
Yeah, for sure. I do that with the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah. Sure, and so
I have a little bit of tinnitus, so like the voices kind of numbs it. And I go to bed.
Sure. And talking about stuff or talking to people, and once you start interacting with people, once you start, getting on board, they, like I said, some people can't get out to Japan or can't get to where you are but are interested in it. Then it's really cool to share with them.
Henry from Instagram has a question. He says, "What do you like about Japan? I have gamed a few Japanese girls. I find it less nerve-wracking because even if they don't like you, they appear emotionless."
Emotionless.
The Japanese are pretty solid at being kind of robotic in very many ways. But what do you like about Japan? I'm a big Ikinari steak fan myself.
Have you got the membership card? Do you know about that?
I've got a platinum card.
Do you?
Yeah.
You fat bastard.
Do you go to Ikinari steak?
Yeah, from time to time.
Dude, we should go.
Dude, he's got a platinum card. Look
at that. There are only 20,000 people in Japan have this card, and Japan has a population.
You have to maintain that, right?
It's just permanent. It's permanent. You have to at least eat 20 kilograms of steak.
And what's the amount of time?
No, it just collects.
20 kilos of steak.
20 kilos. So it's like 20 kilos of steak is like approximately a little over 40 pounds of steak.
Yeah.
So I've eaten 40 pounds of steak at this restaurant. I walk in there and just like, listen, motherfuckers, like, do you see this platinum card? Like, it's funny when in Japan when you get the good customer service, you get the full 90-degree bow.
Yeah. And
no, they give it to me, and I get free alcohol and stuff.
I got a friend who's trying to get that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got gold at the moment.
Gold is pleb status. Come on now, you gotta step it up. Step it up. But hey, he's there.
What was your question before? Oh, yeah, what do I like about Japan?
Is there Eric's is it just me or is everyone having audio problems? Do you guys are we cool? Are we coming in? I think we're coming in fine.
Maybe you're shouting at that and I'm not loud enough.
That could be it. I mean, especially with these things are like ultra noise reduction. These helmets or these helmets. What am I saying? These fucking headphones.
Well, on the surface level, I love Japan's convenience, dude. You can do anything super easily. The shop's open really late. People are out all night. It's hella fun.
Yeah.
On the more what do you say?
Oh, audio's great, so we're good to go.
On the deeper level, if you are living in the country you're born in, people expect you to know the social norms, right? The unwritten rules, all the code about what you can and can't do, what's socially acceptable, all that. If you're living in another country, people don't expect you to know that. So you have some kind of flexibility to be more about who you are, more like yourself. So yeah, you can be more free to kind of be yourself.
We call it kind of the Gaijin pass, right?
I was gonna say Gaijin smash, but yeah.
they Japanese, they're kind of more accepting of like, oh well, you know, basically they're kind of like, well, you're a foreigner, you don't know how we do things in Japan, but we'll let you get away with it to an extent. You know?
Yeah, and I kind of don't like it when people abuse that. But if you can, like, if you deliberately piss people off because I can do whatever I want because I'm a foreigner.
Yeah,
that's kind of, I don't know. That's low. That's abusing power.
I've met a few pretentious French pricks that do that.
Not to be specific. Yeah.
You know, I met this one French guy who he had a Passmo card and he had a Suica card.
Yeah.
And so Passmo, they have these like touch cards that train cards that like they're run by different companies. So, what he would do is like if he would go on a long trip, he would start on the Passmo.
Yeah.
And then he would finish on the Suica, and then he'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
and then the Japanese train staff, they don't want to deal with like speaking English and dealing with you, so they'll be like, "All right, just fucking go through whatever," and they'll just say,
"You save like $2 or whatever."
Well, if he said it was like 1,000 yen, it was like $10. You know, like come on, get what you bum. You know, fucking French. What are you gonna do? I think we had another question here. Up in the let me see if we get any more callers, guys. Again, the phone number is on the screen, 657-383-1318. We're gonna be going here for a little bit longer. Do you know what time your last train is?
No.
You should probably check that out on your phone there.
Don't make me take a cab.
So let's see. Yeah, it's low then high, all of a sudden audio. I don't know.
It's just sleeping elephant.
Yeah, it might be just be sleep. I don't know. Let's see.
It goes high then low. Oh, maybe not. Clear sounds good to me. Who knows?
I think it's probably my voice versus your voice.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, guys. Any more questions or whatever? Just give us a call. Again, the phone number is on the screen there. 657-383-1318. How did your family react to you being like, oh hey, like you know, I decide that I'm going to be a fucking, you know, I'm going to be a Twitch dude.
Yeah, they had questions. And my dad's a pretty savvy business consultant. So he had a lot of like really good questions that I hadn't thought about. And this is a good advice, guys. If you're thinking about making the jump to doing something on your own, speak to other people and ask them what it is. People you trust, people who you think are smart. And ask them if they think it's a good idea or if they think it's got any potential, if you're just thinking out your ass or something like that. Because I can guarantee there are things you haven't thought about and ways of thinking you haven't thought about or different angles you haven't even considered. So whenever you open the phone lines. Yeah, so don't be afraid to talk about your thoughts or talk about what ideas you've got, because you're only going to avoid yourself some heartbreak in the future if you're getting people's advice.
And you make sure you want to make sure that you're not a little you don't want to be in a position where you're in an echo chamber where everybody's yeah, man, like you want to be a jam salesman in Africa? Yeah, that's a good idea as a white guy. Like, no, you're gonna get fucking killed. Yeah. Like, you want to make sure you have like our buddy Richard Cooper says like a sober second voice is what you need. I think that's a big thing right there.
So try to surround yourself with people who want to do that kind of thing.
That's good stuff, man. So, guys, I think we're gonna call it there, man. Rob, thank you so much for coming.
Worries,
you're a good guy. You're a good friend. Guys, go over to twitch.tv/Rob ROB the letter C, then DEE, and then click on this little button right here, this little heart,
Yeah.
Click follow, and then click subscribe. Click on tier 3. Just click on 1 year right here and send them over all your money. But no, Rob is a very good friend of mine. And between me, Rob, and Charlie, Rob is really leading the way on Twitch. Myself, obviously, I'm a YouTube partner. He's a Twitch partner. Between the three of us, we're kind of pooling data and moving forward with our digital entrepreneur pursuits. So if you're very interested in Japan, Japanese culture, you really want to see Rob actually does how long your average stream is 3 hours, 4 hours?
No, I've gone as long as 9 hours before.
Jesus Christ. Rob goes everywhere. I was watching you the other day with that one drunk guy kept him following you around. He's I think it was from Osaka, and he he wanted to be your buddy, and it was If you guys if you've never been to Japan and you really want to see Japan, the best way to find it is on Rob's Twitch account. The link is in the description below as well. I'm talking unfiltered Japan, watching this guy. He goes to karaoke, he goes to festivals, he goes to all these awesome things. Check him out, and then it's just.
I was riding around yesterday, and it was what was it? Around midnight.
Yeah.
In Shibuya, people are getting hammered on what was yesterday? Wednesday night. Yeah, some guy just peeing in the street. His girlfriend just sitting behind him, waiting for him. She just finishes her drink and throws in the trash.
Oh man, we're probably gonna do a bicycle stream soon.
Yeah,
riding bicycles and just having a good old time. But that's gonna do it, guys. And then one more thing, don't forget, man. Again, for all you guys that are watching, modernlifedating.com/body language, guys. 15 days from now, okay, about 2 weeks from today, we are opening quarter 3 enrollment September 27th, September 28th, September 29th, September 30th, and October 1st. You do not want to miss out on this. It is a head-to-toe breakdown of female body language, webinars, 3 weeks of Q&A sessions with yours truly, including access to previous webinars and access to a men's-only Facebook group. Click on this link right here, and then go ahead and put your best email address in right here. You do not want to miss out. Go ahead, do it right now, and you will be able to be on the waiting list for Body Language Mastery Quarter 3. Until then, guys, I will see you on the next episode, which is tomorrow. Until then, guys, have a good day. Peace out.